Good day, everyone. For our final project, we are presenting a teaching demonstration in Science 8 with the topic Climate Change and its Impact on the Environment. This lesson is developed using ADDIE model, analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation to ensure a structured and learner-centered approach. Rooted in the principle of operant conditioning, our strategy enforces positive environmental behaviors and active participation through meaningful feedback and consistent motivation. Our goal is to help the learners understand not only the science behind climate change, but also their role in creating solutions.
So, good day everyone. Welcome to our science class, and our today's topic is climate change and its impact on our environment. One topic that affects not just nature but also our lives and, of course, the future. Before we begin, please react hearts in the chat if you are ready to listen and you are connected properly. Thank you. So, to warm up, I have a question. Please answer it. Raise your hands if you have an answer in mind, and please interact with me. So, your question is, what do you associate with the word climate? Give me a word where you can connect the word climate. If you want to type the word in the chat, you may. If you want to raise your hands, you may. Yes, Miss Bandilion.
Weather po.
Okay, thank you so much. Who else? Yes, Mr. Aperdo.
Atmosphere.
All right. Thank you so much for your answers and engaging to our class. So now let's go to our discussion proper. So let's move forward sa ating discussion proper. So right now we are going to define climate change. So what exactly is climate change? Well, climate change is the long-term change in the Earth's temperature, atmosphere, and weather patterns that is largely driven by the increase in the greenhouse gases due to human activity. Now, before we move forward, I want you guys to know what is greenhouse effect. So next slide, please. So, the greenhouse effect is caused by gases in the atmosphere that traps heat from the sun, keeping the earth warm. And now, because of climate change, there are too much gases that keeps the warmth of the earth inside, or keeps the warmth of the sun inside our atmosphere, therefore making our planet hotter than it's supposed to be. Now, since everybody's here, I want everybody to answer. Can you please give me any greenhouse gas that you might know of? Yes, Mr. Aperdo.
Water vapor.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes, Miss Padillo.
Carbon dioxide.
Great job. Anybody else? Okay, Miss Bandilion.
Ozone.
Yes. So thank you so much for your answers. Those are correct answers, everybody. Next slide. You will see all the greenhouse gases that affects the greenhouse effect in our planet. Okay, so with everything that we've discussed, everybody, it's your turn to explore this topic. So let's see the next slide. You will be given a task. This will be done by groups. So group yourselves into two. Work as a group or as a duo to complete a concept map template that I will be sending in your Google Classroom. Please connect the greenhouse gases to the related human activities and effects. Be prepared to present and explain your map next meeting. So is that clear, everybody? Please give me a thumbs up if you understand the instructions. Okay, thank you so much. So now we can move forward to the effects of climate change in us on our environment. So again, next slide tayo. So first, of course, the rising temperatures, because the Earth's average temperature has risen since the late 1800s. Most of this increase happened just recently due to many human activities, especially greenhouse gases emissions. Next is melting ice and rising sea levels. So lately, ice and glaciers and polar ice are melting, causing the sea levels to rise up. Using a graph showing sea levels that it increases over time before and after images of melting the ice. So, we already discussed the effects of climate change in our environment. Let's take you guys a step further. So, I'll give you a Google Doc template for an action plan. So, you will select one impact area, and of course, as a group that I've said earlier, you will analyze its causes and propose a realistic science-based solutions, and you will complete your ideas using the template that I will give you later after this class. And please be ready to share this alongside the concept map next week. Understood? So everyone, thank you so much for the time that you've given me for paying attention to our lesson for today. So let's summarize, everybody. I would like to ask someone, what is climate change? Please raise your hand if you want to answer. Anyone from the class? Yes, Miss Jenna.
Climate change is the sudden changes in the weather event.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Jenna. And what could be the root of the sudden changes in our environment or in the weather and the temperature? Anybody who knows the answer? What causes those changes? Yes, Miss Jenna, you may continue answering.
I believe the causes, one of the causes is greenhouse gases.
That's right. Thank you so much, Miss Jenna. So, that being said, the greenhouse gases starting climate change. So, climate change is the drastic change of the weather patterns driven by greenhouse gases from human activities. So, what is being affected, or what affects weather? What does it affect in the human life? So, if because of climate change, what's changing in our lives? So, what do you think could be the answer to that? Okay, so I'll answer it for you guys. So, it affects weather, health, food, and ecosystems that might not directly affect us as an individual, but it does affect us through the environment. So, I have tasked you to create concept maps and action plan, and you showed critical thinking and collaboration today, and that's exactly what we need to do to fight climate change. So, this week I'll be reviewing your work and giving back your feedbacks individually, and of course, I will give you the digital badges for congratulatory. Thank you so much for making this class meaningful and engaged. So, before we end, please remember that change begins with understanding and action begins with you. So, thank you so much. This class has come to an end, and see you next time. See you next week, everyone.